Hello. Today we're going to demonstrate how to prepare medicine for LM dosing. Here we have a bottle of LM Silica 01 potency, which is the first potency in the LM series, also known as the Q series if you're European. For this, we need approximately 8 tablespoons of water. Hahnemann gives us different options of how much water to use or not to use. And here I'm going to just use the 8 tablespoons that he mentions. So here's 8 tablespoons of water. And this is going to go into a glass jar. If you don't have a glass jar, you can use a plastic jar. I know that people who live outside of India and Pakistan, it's very hard to sometimes get equipment. I know that's the problem here in Israel. It's hard to get equipment. So I have a other kind of glass jar, not a pharmaceutical type, but the pharmaceutical type will be best. But it really doesn't matter because we're just making medicine for our patient and we need them to get well. That's our job. So let's pour this in. Our 8 tablespoons of water into our dilution bottle. This is where we make our dilution. Oftentimes, LM potency medicines come in the poppy seed size granules. Other times, it comes in medicating potency. When we have granules like this, we need to use 1 or 2 poppy size seed granules only. No more. More is not better. More is worse. We need to have the minimum dose. So now we're going to pretend to put Boatinghausen says 2, Hahnemann says 1, we'll put in 2. So we're just going to pretend that we're putting in 2 poppy seed pellets. If we had medicating potency, we would put in 1 drop of medicating potency only. Only 1 drop, no more. Too much medicine is bad. So now we have this, and it needs to dissolve. You just kind of, if we had medicating potency, that already dissolves immediately, no problem. Just give it a little swirl, and we're ready to go. For the first dose, we don't need the succinate. Now to step 2. Label our bottle so we know which one we have. So we have a Silica LM1 label prepared for this bottle for our patient. Then to prepare the dose, we need about 8 tablespoons of water again. There's some flexibility here with how much water we use and when. We uncap this. We're sure that it's fully dissolved. This is the first dose, so we do not need the succinate. And we pour from our dilution bottle a small teaspoon or so. This is also a little bit flexible how much medicine we use. This depends on things about like our vitality of our patient, the age of our patient, things like that. And we're going to put that in our approximately 8 tablespoons of water. And we're going to give that a nice stir. And now we are ready for our patient to take a dose. Again, we take a tiny bit You see, there's not much here, and this is also variable, how much we want to give. The minimum dose prevents aggravation. We want to use only a very small amount of medicine. And preventing aggravation is our goal, and LM potency is the very best way to speed the cure and prevent all forms of aggravation. Occasionally, at the end of the needed remedy, there will be a slight increase of symptoms, which then tells us that it's time to back off, stop dosing, and wait to see what happens. But here now we're ready to take our dose. We give it to our patient. We say, hold this in your mouth for about 10 seconds, swish it around a little if you want to, and have them swallow that. And then wait for 5 to 10 minutes before eating or drinking anything. If we have an extraordinarily sensitive patient, we would get another cup of water from the other prepared dose, and this is the 2-cup dose method, 2-cup method. So this is the second dilution, and then we take a tiny bit from that and have them take a dose from a second cup. So basically, our tools are cup, spoon, dilution bottle, and our medicine.